Hello and welcome to Chook Chat. We took a bit of a break through the month of May and I was out northwestern Victoria into South Australia, the Flinders Ranges, Gammon Ranges, met a few terrific chooky people out there, picked up Hattie at Corryong CWA shop. She's a little beauty and she featured in some of the photos of on Facebook of on our holidays. So today we want to cover a few topics. Firstly, I want to introduce you to an exciting new bunch of chooks that we've got, a new rooster and 3 hens, and they're Lavender Sussex, and they're just beauties. So I want to talk to you about how to mix up super mash. I get a few people kind of asking for some finer details about how to actually mix it. So I'm going to take you through that. And then we're going to talk about milk kefir, which is where the probiotics from super mash is derived from. And finally, Jeffrey and I are going to show you how to cook what we think is the perfect poached egg. So I hope you enjoy Chook Chat. Thanks a lot. Bye. I thought I'd introduce you to the newest addition to our flock here. This is a beautiful Lavender Sussex, and his name is Sir Reginald Silverstone. Thanks to Tess for such an appropriate name, and thanks so much to Erin from Wollumla for the addition of these beautiful birds to our flock. The Sussex are one of the oldest known breeds. They're a fabulous dual purpose breed, which means they lay eggs, and they're also good eating birds if that's what you do with your birds. I'm going to put him down, then get one of the hens and talk a bit more about them as mothers. Okay, so here's our Lavender Sussex hen, and she is a gorgeous bird. I'd have to say without a doubt that these have been the most beautiful birds that we've had. They have a wonderful temperament. They're really curious. They're friendly. And they also have a bit of grit, so they're durable. So I'm really excited about getting some chickens going from these mums. They lay about 200 or 250 eggs a year. And they have such a big body that they're going to be able to cover, I would think, about 15, 20 eggs easily. You'll see how huge she is. I'll just put her down. But that's the Lavender Sussex. Big chook, big personality. There you go. She's a beauty. Yes, she is a beauty. I agree. Hey, cheeky one. Okay, I thought I'd just run through how to make up super mash. I get a few queries from people as to how much water to add. So I thought I'd just do a quick demo. This is a 10 pack. It's got a little 10 up the top here. So 10 chooks. So basically, on each full moon, I would open this, tip it into a dish. It's either going to be stainless steel or glass, plastic, not aluminium, because there's vinegar in this liquid that would react against the aluminium. So basically tip all the dry material into the dish, make a little well in the middle, and then you're going to add the liquid, which is the apple cider vinegar, probiotics and molasses. So we're going to tip that in there, like that, Lulu. And this is hot water. It's not boiling water, but hot tap water. So just put a bit of that in there to give it a little rinse. And then you want to mix it up. Add just enough warm water, hot water, not boiling, to make a thick mash, just so as the chooks can pick it up. So just keep adding a little bit at a time. Stir it around. You don't add too much, so go slowly. It's getting there. A little bit more. Nearly there. A tad more. So you shouldn't have any water sitting on top when it's done. There we go. So the chooks can pick that up easily enough now. That's a treatment for 10 chooks. It could take them at least a day to go through all that. It bulks out to quite a bit of feed. It's okay if it's there the next day. Just give it another little freshen up, a stir, and they'll polish that off in no time. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Great. As you know, probiotics is a key ingredient in super mash, in this liquid, molasses, apple cider vinegar and probiotics. So I thought I'd just talk a little bit about how the probiotics, where they come from. So milk kefir, if you haven't heard of milk kefir, it's a really enriched form of probiotic. It's a SCOBY, which is a symbiotic community of yeast and bacteria, which are basically these little gristly bits in this milk. I'm going to tip this in here because I drain this off once a day, and I'll show you how to manage your milk kefir. It's kind of like a yogurty, tangy, a little bit sweet. I'm draining that off in there, just gently, not pushing it through, but just gently moving that around. We all know that yogurt has a lot of acidophilus and bisophilus and all those interesting kind of health promoting bacteria, but milk kefir and the liquid that comes from it is by far outstrips any food in terms of its probiotic qualities. So that's it drained off pretty well. They're like little kind of cauliflower flowerets. Some are big, some are kind of broader, some are little grains. Yeah, so you end up with that, and that I'm going to put back into this jar once I've rinsed it. I'll just pop that there for a second. Give this a little stir. So that's the thick liquid that you end up with. You can put this in a jar. You can drink it straight away, room temperature if you like. I quite prefer it cold, chilled. It's kind of almost like buttermilk too, if people are aware of what that tastes like. But as I say, it's got the incredible additional health benefits. Yeah, so the probiotics that go into super mash are derived from these grains as well. Terrific food. Okay, so once you've drained your milk kefir, that's going into the fridge. We've rinsed our jar and we're going to pop these grains back into the jar. These will double in size because they're feeding off the sugars in the milk, turning the lactose into lactic acid, in fact. So they'll double in size every week or so. So you can give them away, or chooks love them if you want to feed them to them. I'm going to put about that much milk in, about a cup per tablespoon of grains, but I tend to make it a little bit stronger so it kind of activates faster. It's important to use a really good quality milk. This is local unhomogenised milk, so it's got lots of goodies in it, and that's pretty much it. You cover that up again just with a loose cover and put it on your bench. Pop that on the bench and do it again tomorrow. It depends a little bit on the weather. In cooler weather, or if it's not a warm house, it's going to activate much slower. If it gets away on you, you can always put it in the fridge just to slow it down if you're not ready to eat it or it gets too much. So that's milk kefir, from which the probiotics in super mash comes from. Thanks. We thought we'd come into the kitchen today and, under the guidance of our cameraman, come chef extraordinaire Jeffrey, and myself, we'd show you how to cook a great poached egg. First up, the egg needs to be very fresh. So this egg was laid yesterday. Now Jeffrey tells me fresh is important because of the lack of wateriness around the yolk. Sorry, white. So I'm going to crack that into a nice bowl. Save those eggshells. Yeah, so a fresher egg doesn't have too much watery liquid around the white. And we're going to take this egg over this way. Pop it there for a second. And here we have some water that is at 95 degrees, so not boiling, just little bubbles, as you can see. To that we're going to add some vinegar, skipping girl vinegar, either white. I only had apple cider today, so we're going to use apple cider. I imagine a couple of glugs, Jeffrey. We're going to get this
good couple of glugs.
Good couple of glugs. So 1 glug, 2 glugs, 3 glugs. Okay. And then we need to create a vortex. So so just get that moving, and you'll see when I take this away that it develops a funnel kind of effect, isn't it? Okay. And then we're going to pop the egg in the middle of that. And it's going to hold a nice shape.
See how the water comes back up to temperature?
Ah, yes.
And if the egg wasn't fresh, it would make the water milky.
Okay, right. So basically, once that white's kind of looks quite set, which you said a couple of minutes.
Yeah, if the water's boiling, it makes the white leathery. So that's the reason why you want to keep it at about the right temperature.
Okay.
is you've also got to make sure that the yolk is heated up to temperature.
Yes.
And if you take it out too early, you puncture the outside of the white. And yeah, that's the end of that one.
Great way to cook poached eggs if you've got a lot of people for breakfast, I'm sure.
That's good.
Just while that's happening, I guess the other way would be to use this kind of thing, Jeffrey, wouldn't it? The old egg poacher.
Great little things. And you put a little bit of butter in the bottom of both of those too.
Yep. Or a shallow pan with a bit of water, hey, if it's just a couple of eggs, because this is a lot of water to heat up.
Now that's exactly what you've done there, is to scrape the loose white off the pot. That's exactly right.
It was fancy, wasn't it?
When you're doing it in a starred restaurant, you use a pair of scissors.
Oh, okay.
And then you just take the water off. Just twist the spoon so that you give the water every opportunity. And it's looking about right. You can see how there's no wobble.
Yep,
That's it.
it's good. Let's just pause there because I forgot to cook our bit of toast. And we're going to pop that onto there. Heat up there. Beautiful. A little bit of parsley on top. A little bit of pepper. Sprinkle of salt. And there we have it. The perfect poached egg. Delicious.
Wow, that was good.
Well, that about wraps it up for this Chook chat. Thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget you can order Super Mash online at naturalchickenhealth.com.au or check out our Facebook page, Natural Chicken Health. Thanks a lot. See you next time.